our website, trappedvichorror.wordpress.com. And so, look,
Nice.
all right, you've got the Unabomber. We have not done a show on the Unabomber. You've got Richard Ramirez. We've done him. We've got David Berkowitz. We've done him. We've got BTK. Did him twice. Ed Gein. Done him and referenced him about 3,000 times. Eileen Wuornos. Have not done her. Charles Manson. Boy, if that is not a legendary episode, I don't know what is.
Oh, that show was great.
John Wayne Gacy. Certainly done Gacy. Bundy.
That's a legendary stuff, too.
Yep.
Who?
Bundy 3 times, technically 4.
Yeah, we've done Bundy 3 times. He got us kicked off of fucking Block Talk.
Hell, we got kicked off Talk Shoe one night. Remember, it wouldn't even work.
Yeah. Bundy's a motherfucker. Well, Bundy gets people triggered more than anybody. I don't know why.
Richard Speck does a pretty good job. So does Casey, I've noticed, in Chicago, at least.
Oh, yeah. Chicago just hates their dark past, even though they got people out there killing each other every day.
Yeah, but those people don't count for anything. Richard Speck is on here. Richard Speck, I felt like it was a really good episode. Jim Jones. We've done him. And Jonestown.
Yeah.
Zodiac. We did Zodiac.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer, technically we did twice. We did the one you fell asleep on, and then I did the one with Borowski. So, man, we've only got 2 on this serial killer Last Supper that we have not done, and that's Eileen Wuornos and the Unabomber. That's fucking crazy, man.
Oh, I guess I need to knock them out soon.
So we've been doing this show since September 1st, 2014. September 1st, 2014. Been a long run, hasn't it? Almost 4 years now.
Yeah, and you know what our first show was?
Of course, the top 10 summer horror movies.
Yeah, buddy. We kicked it off with the bang. Even Jellicoe called in.
Yep, and then the next week we did The Burning, and then we just kind of were off to the races from there. For some reason, the website's locked up, so I guess our website blows. But whatever. It's free, so fuck you. It's like Talk Shoe.
Yeah, it's free.
Okay, here's something that's grinding my gears. I got 0 sleep last night. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
So, I go to bed at like 11. I, have a little fun. Wake up at like 11, or excuse me, right before I have a little fun, I get a wake-up call from Truett. We give him this bink, he goes back to sleep. Okay, after that, at 12, he wakes up. I have to get him out of bed, feed him, put him back in bed. He's up within an hour. So I'm up again at 1. He's doing it again. God knows what time. 2, 3, who knows. But at 3, Isla wakes up. While I'm feeding Truett, I hear her in the other room saying, Daddy, Daddy. So I go in there. She's like, I had a nightmare. I don't want to go to sleep. So I'm in there feeding Truett, laying in her bed with her, as she does not go back to sleep. Eventually, I get Truett back in his crib, and I go back to my bed. I tell Isla, you just need to deal with it, go to sleep. And then she wakes up again, and so I go back to her room, and I tell her, you need to go to sleep. Daddy's exhausted. Go back to sleep. And she's like, okay. And then she doesn't. She cries again. Finally, I get sick of it, and I just stay in there. And I'm hoping I can hear Truett if he wakes up, but that's not possible because 6 or 7 or so, whenever I wake up this morning, he's in bed with my wife. So nobody wanted me to sleep last night. It was impossible. And that's been my last 2 nights, other than the fact that it wasn't Isla, It was all Truett. Yeah. And he's an angry little fuck at night, too. It's not just that he wakes up. Like, if I don't change him and get him a bottle quick enough, he starts losing his fucking mind on me. And he starts doing this thing where I'm trying to make him a bottle, because you can't just lay him down or he'll start freaking out and screaming and the whole house will hear him. So I got to hold him while I'm trying to make a bottle. And a bottle is a 2-handed job, just so you know. So I'm trying to perform magic to make this bottle while holding him. And he's losing his shit trying to squirm out of my fucking arms. I'm like, dude, are you stupid? You're going to fall and die. Stop. Anyway, that's how my night's going.
Well.
But, so if he wakes me up tomorrow, or tonight, which he will, I'm going to see whenever, this is a little cheap plug for Hulu and Castle Rock. I'm going to see when Castle Rock actually hits Hulu, because I'm excited about that show. Very excited. And it's all about Stephen King shows, you know, or Stephen King movies, all connected. Plus, we get Pennywise.
Pennywise.
It's a shame they have not announced Skarsgård for a horror hound. They fooled us.
Yeah. Well, at least we got. Well, hell, I only need what? I need 3 of the kids that are gonna be there. I already got 2 of them, so same as you.
You know, our 3rd episode was Halloween. We went into Halloween pretty quick.
Damn, was it really?
Yep. Okay, so as far as actual new episodes, I mean, we're sitting at about 200 now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Got a lot of episodes under our belt these days. But anyway.
Hey, so did you hear that most people listen to our show?
Say what? On Spotify?
I said, did you hear that? Yeah, Spotify. Sorry, I had to get away to announce it without just turning out and saying it.
Interesting thing
you
here.
can find it on Spotify now.
We've done more episodes than All My Heroes Wear Masks now. They did 169. We're all the way up to, past that point now.
Yeah, like they didn't have a regular schedule, though, did they? They just did it whenever they felt like it.
Yep.
Oh, we have a regular schedule.
Yeah, they didn't have a regular schedule. Yeah, they had theirs. It was usually weekly, and then it started getting, inconsistent,
Gotcha.
So it was just whenever they could at a certain point. But I don't know. I feel pretty good that we're that far along now, Of course, it helps that we do true crime, too, instead of just horror.
Yes,
not
it
true
does.
crime style horror. So, again, next week, Madman Pondo, August 21st, we've got the Menendez brothers, not the Ramirez brothers. Richard Ramirez's brothers weren't killers, as far as I know. I don't have anything else scheduled other than we know we'll do 1984 horror movies sometime next month. I'm thinking August 14th. I might take a day off one of those days, August 7th or August 14th. Maybe August 7th is when we'll do 1984. That'd probably be the best time to do it. But I need to start getting our brackets together. Guarantee you Friday the 13th Part 4 and Nightmare on Elm Street will be the heavy hitters on this one, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's pretty obvious that Nightmare on Elm Street's probably going to win, and I'm going to disagree with it wholeheartedly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Blake's vote, because, he's Blake. But, yeah, I think
he surprises us
the finals
sometimes, so you never know.
Yeah, by, not putting Texas Chainsaw Massacre in his top 10 of the 70s. Anyway.
That was offensive and upsetting. I was more mad at you, I think.
Anyway, but I think the finals will be obviously Friday 4 and Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think it's going to be a slugfest. And I'm going to do everything in my power to get Friday 4 to get victory.
Friday the 13th Part 4 is one of the greatest slashes of all time. Let me just say that again. Possibly the best slasher of all time.
It is the best entry of the second best series, so it makes sense. Sorry.
I will say something after this last Friday the 13th. I think it's weird that there's so many cutaway kills in that movie. The mom, you don't even see her get killed. A dog jumps out of the window for no reason. One of the girls, the twins, gets killed. You don't even really see that. And I'm like, there's some strange shit in there. It's like, is this an MPAA thing, or is this just, you know what I'm saying? I'm curious about that.
MPAA.
Of course, it all started with Part 2, because they let Friday the 13th get away with so much. Because everybody started pointing to Friday the 13th. Well, why'd you let that get away with everything? And, MPAA decided they fucking hated them for it.
Yep, and then here we are. I mean, fucking every Friday 13th death they got fucking raped. You know?
Yeah. Yep. And yeah. But I tell you what, I still love them. I love all of them. Even the shitty one, Jason X. I love it just because it's there. But fuck it anyway. So,
exactly.
If that makes any sense. Just because Kane Hodder's in it. I love that part at least. So, okay. Let's talk next week to Madman Pondo. We need to get some questions together for Pondo. I'm going to ask him about Children of Corn.
Yeah, you should.
About Hereditary. And then I want to talk to him about Lords of Salem. I want to get him angry next week.
Just don't bring up Sarah Logan.
Not allowed to do that. Not allowed to bring up Crazy Mary Dobson.
Yeah, or her.
Mary.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, let's give out our little info here. Hang on. Let's see if I can actually get to the website with my company blocking it. Okay, so let's get to our plugs. Well, you can find us on Twitter at TravicHorror. Our email is tnvhorror@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter at PhenomenalPLD. You'll find me retweeting Twilight Zone and wrestling. Pretty much what I do. Vic's on Twitter. Every once in a while, he'll throw out a little tidbit at Vic Von Air. And then, of course, we used to be on YouTube, but apparently YouTube wiped our shit out. But you can still listen to our show on YouTube.
We're still there. I look forward to those 8, but we only got like 3 shows on there. I'm confused about it, but
wow,
I don't know. But we got like 3 shows on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Wiping out shit. Yeah, it was weird. And then we're on Facebook, facebook.com/TravisandVicHorror. We're also on Instagram, just for the record, which I believe is TravisVicHorror. We do use our Instagram, so I've taken over it. I've been using it. We use our Tumblr too, and I have no idea what the name is. It's probably TravisVicHorror also. I just have it linked up to our Instagram, and I never actually log into it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's TravisVicHorror.
I don't even know how to use Tumblr. I tried once, and I gave up quickly.
I don't understand Tumblr. I'm not going to pretend like I understand Tumblr. It's
sort of blogging bullshit. Yeah, I tried to look at my feed on there once, and I was like, I'm very confused by what I'm looking at.
Hey, me too. So yeah, like I even got the app on my phone, but I never use it.
Exactly. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. Now, Vic, I'm going to see if I can do this shit properly. Do the show sign off properly. But we appreciate everybody who listens to us. And let's see if I can hit. I'm going to hit *9 to start and stop recording. Let's see what *9 does. If this cuts us off, then that's the goal. Peace out, everyone.
All right.